This is Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a quick look at the new Samsung Galaxy Ace Duos. Now this is also called the SCH i589, and this is a dual SIM, always on CDMA and GSM phone, and it's an Android phone available in the market for about 13,000 rupees or about $250 US. So let's quickly go ahead and unbox this device. It's just been launched in India, and this is one of their dual SIM phones. We also have the Galaxy Y Duos and Galaxy Y Pro Duos coming up in our next videos, the unboxings and quick reviews of those. So without further ado, I'm going to get my knife over here and bang, I'm just going to cut across the seal over here, and let's quickly go ahead and take a look at the device and the box contents. So we have the Galaxy Ace Duos first and foremost. I'm going to put that aside. You also get a 2 GB microSD card along with a microSD to standard size SD adapter in the box. Going further in, you have a micro USB charger, standard charger, not detachable cable. It's a fixed cable. You also have some ear tips over here for the earphones. They seem to be of good quality. Let's quickly go ahead and look at those. Before we look at the earphones, you have a micro USB to a USB 2.0 data cable or a sync cable, which is also standard. The earphones, these seem to be different earphones. Let's quickly open them up. They're in-ear type earphones from Samsung, and you get 3 other size ear tips for these earphones. So you have one which is pre-installed along with 3 more. So small, extra small, medium, which is already on here, and large size. So a lot of sizes for ear tips, and these seem to be of decent quality. I'm going to give you an idea of how they sound in the full review video, which is going to be coming out shortly after this video. Further in, we have a quick start guide, fairly tiny booklet to tell you how to start your phone and use it, and we also have a 1650 milliampere hour battery pack for the Ace Duos. If I can only get it open. There's nothing else in the box, so that's it. We get a battery, data cable, quick start guide, ear tips, the charger, the hands-free kit with inline microphone, micro SD card along with SD adapter, and the device itself. That's everything from the box. Let's take a quick look at the device itself. So let's look at the Galaxy Ace Duos. On the front over here, you will see the earpiece along with the Samsung logo, and you also have a 3.5-inch 320 by 480 pixel display, which is a capacitive display. You have 165 pixels per inch density. I'm assuming that there are some capacitive touch buttons at the bottom here along with a physical hardware button in the center. The overall form of the device is a little bit thicker compared to the standard Galaxy Ace, but seems to be well within comfortable range. Looking at the side of the device, you have the micro SD card slot on the side. It's a hot swappable port on the side, so that's good. So you can quickly pop in and pop out your micro SD cards. This is what appears to be SIM switching button. So to quickly make calls from one SIM card or the other SIM card, you have a quick SIM switch button. We believe that both the SIM cards are active, so this will be handy when you're making a phone call. You also have the power lock and unlock button on the top right over here. On the top of the device, you have a sliding door to reveal the micro USB charging as well as data syncing port, and a standard 3.5mm headphone adapter for your hands-free kits, headphones, earphones, whatever you may like. On the left of the device, you have a small tiny hole to attach a lanyard, charm, or trinket if you would like to do that to your device, and you have the volume rocker on the left as well. On the back of the device, you have a 3-megapixel camera. We believe it's an autofocus camera, but it doesn't say it anywhere, so it could be a fixed focus camera as well. On the bottom here is the loudspeaker. You also have a Samsung logo and really nice matte finish plastic back cover. On the bottom here, you have the microphone hole, a small tiny pinhole along with a tab to pull out the back cover. Back cover seems really solid plastic. It's not one of those cheap plastics that Samsung usually uses. I'm just going to quickly pop in the micro SD card. And look at the back of the device here. You have dual SIM card slots in the same location, so one above the other. The CDMA GSM one goes at the bottom. You can put two CDMA SIM cards or one GSM and one CDMA. You cannot put two GSM SIM cards. So that's good. If you have two CDMA SIM cards, you can also use this phone. But if you have two GSM SIM cards, you cannot use this phone. So that's definitely something that is useful information. And I'm going to quickly pop in the battery and turn on the device and take a look at the operating system before we conclude this video. While the device is powering on, I'm going to tell you that it is powered by a 800 megahertz Qualcomm chipset. So you have an 800 megahertz CPU in this. There is no information available for RAM, but we believe it has 256 megabyte of RAM on this device. We're not too sure, there's no way to find out right now, but we'll definitely have that information when we do the full review. What we do know is that it does have an Adreno 200 GPU on it. So the device is turned on, and let's quickly see what the OS looks like. There is no customization done over here. It looks like it's completely vanilla Android. There is a bit of TouchWiz over here, you can see in the icons, but it seems to be very standard Android, and there seems to be very little TouchWiz customizations. You do have a task manager over here. You can pull down the notification panel. I want to see if they have standard Samsung widgets on this. It seems that Samsung widgets are also not available, so quite a disappointment. You do have a Samsung apps icon over here, so you do have some Samsung applications that you can download. Think Free Office is also pre-installed, and seems to be pretty alright. It also has an FM radio inbuilt. I want to see how the SIM switch feature works. So that'll probably happen when you have the SIM cards in there. On the dialer, you'll see that you have a GSM calling button and a CDMA button on either side, and you have a quick messaging button. I'm also going to take a quick look at the camera itself and see if we have some sort of focus in the camera. There is no tap to focus, but it does focus before clicking a picture, so it is an autofocus camera. It's not a fixed focus camera. So you have a 3.15 megapixel autofocus camera, and you do have your shooting modes, your scene modes. All the Samsung camera settings are in here. I'm just going to quickly connect to the internet and take a look at the browser and play a YouTube video for you guys. And you can see it loads up the full mobile website without any problem, and seems to be pretty fluid when it comes to kinetic scrolling. It's still loading the website, so I'm just going to give it a minute. So now it's done, and kinetic scrolling seems pretty smooth. It does stop, however. It's not kinetic, it just scrolls and then it stops. There is a bit of kinetic scrolling in there, but it doesn't go all the way to the end. I'm going to quickly switch to the full website as well right now and see how the full website loads up in the browser. So pinch and zoom out works pretty fluidly, and it's loading up the full website. We don't think it should have any issue with it. I'll just let it load up quickly. So it seems to be loading the full website without any issues. You can see over here all sorts of text, and even videos are showing up, no problem whatsoever. We believe that this phone should be able to install Adobe Flash as well. We're going to check that out when we give you the full review. You can see that pinch to zoom in and zoom out is pretty decent, and rendering of the font and everything seems to be really crisp. The display is definitely better, and it looks really nice. And we'll have a full review for you guys shortly. Before I shut this, I'm just going to try and play a quick YouTube video for you guys as well. Shift it to high quality.
What's happening, guys? They're finally here. Siri is here.
So it shows a little box, and I don't think we can zoom into that. But video streaming seems to be pretty alright, and we'll give you a full review of this device shortly. Overall, the size of the device seems pretty comfortable. The performance of the operating system seems smooth. There is less customizations as we would have expected a little bit more from Samsung with their usual TouchWiz user experience. But definitely a good device if you're looking in for a dual SIM Android device. The only other phone that we think is available with CDMA and GSM is a Motorola phone that was launched a year ago, and it still runs Android 2.1, and it has a slow 600 megahertz processor. It still costs about 18,000 rupees. The Samsung phone costs about 13,800 in the market. It's fairly cheap as Android 2.3 and dual SIM capabilities. You can have dual CDMA SIM cards or CDMA GSM. So there you go guys, stay tuned for the full review. For more unboxing videos, reviews and tutorials, log on to iGyaan.in. If you have any questions or queries, you can log on to our forums or leave a question in the comment section below. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter and on Google+. Do take out the time to subscribe to our channel. It's youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaanTV. If you like this video guys, give it a thumbs up. It helps us go a little bit further. For iGyaan.in, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.